Good morning, folks. Morning, MT and Franco. If Franco's not napping at the moment, how is everyone doing? You do have to give me a moment because I don't have my coffee. I did set the kettle boiling. I hope it's boiled already. So I'm just gonna go grab my coffee. Oh, yeah, it finished boiling. Did I put coffee in the coffee cup? I did. Excellent. I'll be back to chat in a moment here. Pouring myself a cup of coffee. And then some creamer. Maybe a bit much on creamer, but that's okay. Okay, on my way back down to the lab. Down we go. Okay, so today, almost there, there we go. So today, what do I want to do? So the Dummy 13 is printed completely. We can try to work on that. The only thing is, he's huge. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to film it effectively. Where is the box? Here it is. The box. Oh boy. It is a huge box of parts. Okay, like massive. I would like to assemble them, but I don't know if I'll be able to film it from the main camera. So that is a big question mark. So there's that. I could use, I have an old Pixel in my old phone. I think it's a Pixel 7. Get out of there. Get out of there. Well, I can't show you the screen anyways, but I do have an old Pixel phone, Pixel 7, which takes good video. I could take 4K 60, pretty sure. Passcode. Got it. Let's see. Record settings. Yeah, 4K 60. I don't know how much storage space it has in it. We could do that. How's it going, MT? You don't need to catch up, it's fine. There wasn't much. Here's my daily driver phone, and the problem with it is I have a tempered glass screen on it, protector, and it gets pocket dust underneath it. But the thing is, I work in a very dirty environment, so I don't have a choice but to put a protector over it. I might get another case that covers the camera, because then I can use this Pixel 9 to shoot video more effectively on. So there's that. Also, my workspace here is not big enough. I really need to reorganize a little bit so that all the space behind me is usable. But that is not a problem for today. That's not something we can do today. Okay, let's look at... We haven't done a PCBWay video. The microscope video is out of the question. We can test run it though, so that's possible. Centauri Carbon, that's not something I can do on stream. The Finersi power supply, that is a possibility. I can use the Pixel 7 for that. I can set it up down here, which is fine. Can do that. Actually, I can use this down here. Just need to go get a tripod. So that is possible. UT502C is filmed, not edited. Dummy 13, the spark arrestor. Where am I at on the spark arrestor? So we have this. So the only thing I didn't do is I didn't finish the lid. Is that what's left? I'm sure I printed a new lid. Okay, what about this? Does that put a good squeeze? That puts a good squeeze. Everything's done. I need a new case. That's what it is. I need to shrink the hole size on here and print a new case. That seems pretty doable. Okay, so really either we work on a PCBWay video or we continue and finish this, or we can set the piece printing and then we move on to working on a PCBWay video. So if it's a PCBWay video, I think we are troubleshooting. We're going to try to troubleshoot the NRF24L01, which will mean getting a scope down here. And we will take a look at what's going on. Here's the NRF24L01. This is kind of frustrating because it really should have worked first try. Even like the soldering looks good. It's a little off to the side, but yeah, no, that's perfect. And we checked and there weren't any shorts. We've got plenty of capacitance there. Look at all those caps. Plus this big electrolytic. So there's no chance. This should have worked. So that would be the PCBWay video. But okay, let's see where we're at with this case, and then we'll get the part printed, and then we will make a video on this. Okay. Also, oh yeah, I got my nickel metal hydride cells. I think I got 16. So I charged 8. So 4 yesterday, 4 overnight, 4 this morning. And as you can maybe see, so 86%, 79%, 85%, and 90%. So at some point we have to flip those into these. And then we're going to put them in here. Eventually I want to test the claims of nickel metal hydride cells. And I have to check because I think these why is this so something is rattling on there. Oh, it's the cages. I think this thing can actually output a display to USB. So that would be pretty cool if it can do that. But if not, we're going to program the UDP 3305S. Oh, sorry, the UT8805E to check cell voltage every so often while having a constant current load here. I think that would be the play on this one. Watching on the computer with a smart speaker. What's a smart speaker? Let's head them to FreeCAD. Oh, I got a... Ooh, okay. Text from Wifey Poo. Let's open FreeCAD. And here we are in FreeCAD. Oh, I have to check. Did I get another Patreon? I don't think so. But I'm going to check anyway. No, still at the one more. Okay, so we need to shrink these holes, last I checked. That would be this pocket. Nope. This pocket. Nope. There we go. All right, let's go 4.9. That's going to squeeze quite a bit. Whatever, let's try it. 4.9. Here. 4.9. We're going to have to load some PLA Plus. And that should be 4.9 already, because it should be the mirror of this. Close. Right. I don't know if that affected anything, because what does that even mean? 2.45. That'd be 4.9. Okay, that's good. All right, ship you over here so I can export this bottom. Export. Select the object. Export. Precharge. Bottom VO3. Open the Elegoo slicer. Send you back over here. There, 3D projects. Precharge. Lid, no, bottom. VO3. Okay, so here we go. Now, I think I have, you know what, I should go check what filament I have before I just assume and make an ass out of you and me. Let's go look. I'm essentially looking for a filament that is semi-rugged. Oh yeah, that's what it is, Rapid PLA Plus. And I also have Rapid PETG. Okay, let's turn on the printer. I have to get the filament out anyways, so I will switch to the printer's web screen. Finally going to breadboard your first guitar pedal. Oh, that is so cool. A boost pedal. What is a boost pedal? Let's go boost pedal. Increase the level. Okay, okay. So just amp. It's like a little amplifier. Boost pedal. DIY circuit. Cool. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's pure electronics. Look at that. Linear power booster. Cool. 2N5088. It is a general purpose amplifier. That's just a transistor, right? Collector, emitter, voltage. Yeah. Yeah, just a transistor, but it's probably just silicon specified for amplifying. How much? 5088. Low level, low noise amplification, general purpose switching. Restricted availability. $1.15 Kazakhstan kopecks each. There you go. If you buy 6,000, they're a quarter each. I just want one. $1.15. From Central Semiconductor. Do I have a... No, I have... I'm sorry, I have no idea. I don't know why it's this specific one. Transistor, good article, how to read the schematic. Yeah, so I don't know why that specific transistor. Oh, okay, so he uses a 3904. Okay, so, I mean, get at it. You're going to do it, you know what? That's a good mentality to have. You start with what you have, and then you can move on. You can move on, you know, with a different one. If you're breadboarding it, how's it going, Luck Watcher? If you're breadboarding it, there is literally no harm in putting it together with a 3904 and then ordering one of these on AliExpress and trying it out after. I'd be really curious to feed the exact same circuit into two transistors. Let's see, can we do that? So battery power here. Not really. We'd have to build two identical circuits and then compare them both with the scope, because this portion is doing the amplification of this, which means we can't just feed this into two. Well, we could feed the same input into two, but we'd still need to create, yeah, no, we'd have to have two separate. So yeah, I'd be really, might like the sound you get with the alternate. Yeah, exactly. It could be clipping like crazy or whatever. Sound is so subjective too. I personally, I know I'm tangenting. I'm personally a big fan of the... Oh my God, I haven't played in ages. Of the Fender Stratocaster. I just like the shape, I like the sound. But in fact, this is not a Fender Stratocaster. This is a cheap Donner clone, because my Stratocaster is an American-made Stratocaster from 2003, and I don't like it being out of the case. So I have this that just sits around doing nothing, so that I can pick this up and play at a whim. I don't have to worry about my Stratocaster taking up dust. With your hearing aid, you hear things different. Is there a way that you can feed the amplified signal right into your hearing aid? I know a lot of hearing aids have like Bluetooth and stuff. But it doesn't matter, man. Enjoy your robot ears. Enjoy your robot ears. Friend Blanche running her terror business on making essentially home-built pedals. Yeah, that industry is kind of dead now. Yeah, keep the American Strat. Yeah. If you guys want to see it, I can. You know what I should do though? I should detune all the strings, because it's been tension strings for a very long time, and I'm kind of afraid to go look at it. And I know you can fix neck warp with you can fix the neck warping by adjusting the truss rod, but yeah, it's a bit, a bit scared. The thing is, I don't think I'll ever sell my Strat, so I don't know if it really matters, because I'm going to be the only one playing it ever. I do have a Fender Twin Reverb to sell, though. I've been procrastinating selling that for a long time. Oh, squeeze. All right, so here I am. Hello. Like this, extruder, 220, unload. I saw they had a used case with over 200 pedals. Nice. My house does have huge temp and humidity variations. However, it's like upstairs, so it's kind of like the most stable. And it's in a rigid travel case, so it's not, it should be okay. Here's the filament I'll be feeding in. Don't want the head to crash into this. Kind of says the market is flush with them. Gotcha. So I had a Boss BD1 Blues Driver. I think it was BD1. Modded by Robert Keeley. So it had a fat switch on it. That was a phenomenal pedal. Loved its sound. However, I wasn't using it, so I sold it. And, oops, hold on, I made a disaster here. I let go the end of my filament. So I sold it, and I'm pretty sad because I don't think I'll be able to find one again for a reasonable price. I bought it brand new from Robert Keeley himself. I just, anyways. Really wish I would have made a video documenting it and stuff like that. This was before YouTube. I've had a lot of hobbies over the years. YouTube's the one, electronics the one that has stuck the longest. But like somewhere tangentially related, like photography. So I still have all my lenses and stuff that I have collected, which is what I use to make my YouTube videos. God, it would have been nice if I would have got a tax credit for them. That would have been great, wouldn't it? Load. There we go. That should be it. We'll suck in the filament. Can someone check the eBay sold listings for a Fender Twin Reverb tube amplifier? It's the big one with the two 12-inch drivers. It's a tube amp. I think it is the reissue version of the 65. I'm not 100% sure. But if you type that in, Fender Twin Reverb, and then you click on sold listings, you'll get an idea of approximately how much it's worth. And I'm just curious what it's worth these days. Because don't forget, the economy is K-shaped. So even though you and I are probably struggling right now, it doesn't mean everyone is. There's a huge amount of people that are doing just fine. People who had like investments. God, I don't even know what an investment is. Completed. People who had investments are doing extremely well, because if you had something like 500K invested, which a responsible adult could do. I mean, not all of them, but could do. If you had 500K, you doubled your money in 2020, which is crazy. And then close to again in 2023. Absolute nuts. All right, so PTG, no. Rapid, is it Rapid PLA Plus? Yeah, that's what it is. Don't need a fine. Standard is just fine. USD, 1,000 to 1,500 USD. You guys are gonna used though, right? Used, not new. So 1,000 to 1,500 USD is crazy because I paid about 800 plus. So I paid 230 Canadian dollars for it back in 2009, 2010. I mean, there's one thing about me is I'm really good at finding deals. That is my raison d'etre. So I paid very little for what I immediately saw was a really good deal. The guy was a musician who, when he came by and dropped it off. Yeah, I think it's a 65 reissue. I have to take a look at mine. Mine is, it's actually vintage. What? All tube, $1,000. That current sale, is that brand new? Lock? Because mine is used. Mine is vintage. It's from 1995. And I'm not looking for a current sale. I'm looking for like sold listings, what people actually paid. Because yeah, that's my amp. Anyways, paid like 230 or so. It's been a very long time. Import, open, back the screen. You'll give me 300. I mean, I would sell it for quite cheap. Just if someone dealt with all the, like if they just came here, did a little bit of a test on it, and then went away. Like, you know, if it was so easy, I would probably sell it for much cheaper than what it's worth. Let me just take a quick look locally what it's worth. What people are asking for them, what it's worth. So a Super Twin 600, Tweed version 1350, 65 reissue from the 90s, 1600. From the 80s, 1800. I think I'm in good shape. Oh yeah, I would definitely have to sell it locally, like 100%. No, this would be like a Facebook Marketplace sale, and you come get it. And I would bring like my power supply and lithium battery, and they could try it in the trunk of my car. They're not coming in my house. I would say I'll bring it to a parking lot, and then they bring their guitar and they can jam out on it. Because in a parking lot, you can crank that thing. In my basement here, if I drove it too hard, like I could make my ears bleed. Like it was physically painful. It's ridiculous. That thing is insane. Like, I don't know what they mean by 85 watts, but it's like incredibly loud. Like insanely loud. All right, so that's printing. So now, how would I go about diagnosing my NRF24L01? There we go, he's waving at you guys. Or I guess he has his fist up in the air. Purple power, I guess. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of the cells are almost done. But yeah, it would definitely be local pickup, 100%. 100p, as the children say. Where do I put this? Put it over here. Okay. Okie dokie. So this is good. I'll have to disassemble this. And then, I just thought of something. We might have to print two. So if it works, we're printing another one. We're building another one for the channel. So that is a good point I just had. Well, anyways, let's worry about that after. Let's print one and be happy. Need to feed out these wires. And then give this the old wiggle, 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 yeah. This like barely fits in and out of there. Ooh, don't like torquing on those connections. So the next one should be the last one that goes in and out of there. Let's see if we can recycle my my heat sets. Here we go. Here's a screw. Oh, okay, that wasn't that tight. Come out. You're back working on your current job today. A super awesome job just opened up like last month in my city, in Ottawa. And I am not qualified for it, but my wife is. So she has applied for it. We will keep our fingers crossed. We will keep our fingers crossed. The job, I don't want to give details because it's not my life, it's hers. Right? So if she wants to be public about it, she can be public about it. But the salary range, I believe, is from, I mean, I'm going to be vague because I don't want to give exact figures, but I think it's from like 80,000 to 120K per year. And the thing is, her qualifications align nearly perfectly with what they're asking for. So I am crossing my little fingies. We will hope that she gets it. I would also very much love that job, but it ain't for me. I can do the job because I know what the job actually is and not what it is on paper. I can do it, but I don't have the qualifications that would make me a contender. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. Basically, they're going to get more value out of someone with a relevant degree. So yeah, that's the deal, my dear. And hopefully my wife gets an interview. Or maybe it's a Lima scam. Who knows? At this point, I honestly wouldn't be too surprised if it was a Lima scam. For those of you out of the country, there's a big thing here that companies do where they put fake listings, like listings that they never intend to fill, at like insanely high salaries. Like, for example, manager of a Wendy's, like shift supervisor of a Wendy's, for like $33 an hour. And then they go to the government complaining that no qualified applicants have applied. There's no Canadian qualified to do the job. So they would like to apply for a permit to get a temporary foreign worker into the country to do it. And then they pay them minimum wage and then give them no rights and whatever. So big scam that businesses are doing right now. How's it going, Franco? How are you? So I guess I'm just waiting for this to print. Do I show you? Oh my God. I don't know if I'm embarrassed. You guys are really cool. But yesterday, I was telling you I had a package coming that is very expensive. I impulse bought something because of how the world is going right now. There are tools I need to do my job here on YouTube. And because of like silicon crises and whatever, it looks like these tools are not going to be available. They're going to be available in the upcoming year or two, up to 5, but they're going to be increased in price by 30%. So I panic bought something yesterday, or well, a couple of weeks ago, and it came in. Yes, it did come in. But the thing is, I'm a little embarrassed, so I don't know if I should show you guys, because I bought it. It was very expensive. I lied to myself saying that I'm going to be working doubly as hard this year, so I deserve it. And also, if my current tool breaks, I'm going to have to replace it. And yeah, so I'm a little embarrassed. I don't know. You guys aren't judgmental, right? No judgment? And last year, I spent almost all my savings. We buried the pool in the backyard. That was a fortune. And then I bought my CRV, my current car, because my other car had broken down and I could fix it, but I had to wait weeks for parts, and it was a whole ordeal. And I was like, fuck this. I don't want a broken down car all the time. So I have now officially, because I'm calculating my approximate taxes, and I've officially spent the last of my savings. So we're on 0. Here we go. Don't say I don't love you guys. I bought a new graphics card. My graphics card is 5 years old at this point. And if I have to go back, like if this graphics card blows up on me, the one I have now, so I have a 3070, not Ti, in my machine right now. If it blows up, I can't edit 4K content on my old 1060. So here it is. It is a business purchase, so the ramifications of buying this are less than if I was just a gamer. But it is very, very expensive, and the problem is these things. This thing has 16 gigs. Yeah, it is important to the channel, but it's hard to explain to someone because it looks very like gamery, right? The issue with this is it has 16 gigs of video memory, which is very important for 4K editing. 16 gigs of computer RAM right now has climbed like 4x or 5x its original value already. So these cards were already in production This is like stock. I opened this up yesterday because it's a common scam that you get this and it's just a bag of rocks. So the prices of these are going up. It's been officially announced. So I needed to get in it while I could. But look at this absolute monster. So the plan is to install this, and then although I could recover a couple $100 by selling my current one, that's not going. I don't want to do that because the reason I bought this, the reason I spent, let me think here. Yeah, literally a mortgage payment on this. Fuck, putting it like that, stressing me out. The reason I spent a mortgage payment on this is because I need a spare. So I am scared that mine will bite the dust and then I won't be able to produce videos, which this year I estimate that YouTube will become half my income. 2026, YouTube will be half my total income. Stressful. And that is not because, let me just be clear, that is not because my YouTube income is rising. It's that I think the college is completely over. What did you fill the pool with? Sand. Like we had to get the pool professionally removed because the concrete decking in the back had sunk, which cracked the side of the pool. And since the pool is below ground and our property is tiny, you only have two options. You have to keep the pool in good repair or get rid of it. And when you get rid of it, you have to do it properly, or else the ground shifts and it can pull your house, like your foundation, away. It can pull your foundation in with it. My house was built when the economy was in a really good state, and now the economy is not in a good state. And so the contractor who came, we got a contractor to take a look at the pool, and he said just the structural things that need to be done to fix the pool, so just the things to like make it stop breaking, was going to be above $30,000, and then there's all the aesthetic things. Yeah, I thought I told you guys this. So it's going to be above $30,000, plus the aesthetic things. I mean, it could have easily been like $60,000. And I just want to reiterate, that was $30,000 to start with that we don't have. So it was far cheaper, but I hesitate to use the word cheap. It was far less expensive to fill the pool, like get rid of it professionally. And the contractor gave us a large discount in the tune of several $1,000s to do it right away, like within the next couple of weeks after he talked to us, because he had a cancellation for, like, he had one job cancel on him. So he said, if you want to do it during that cancellation period, we'll shave like a couple $1,000s off. And even with the couple $1,000s off, the bill was still eye-watering. But because I'd been doing a lot of contracts for the college, I managed to save up a little bit. And my wife is a much better saver than me. She doesn't spend shit unless she has to, like really has to. We were able to pay that. But then I bought my CRV used, It's a 2014, right before the switch to... Do I not remember what year my CRV is? 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I think it's a 14. Yeah, 2014 CRV with 300,000 kilometers. But still, I got a good deal on it. So that exhausted a lot of the bank account. And now this. So 2026, you can see why I am in a hustle mindset. You can see why I'm learning coding. You can see why I'm applying to work essentially everywhere that's not physical and not minimum wage. In fact, you can't really get minimum wage work now because of the Lima scams, so that's another story. Anyways. So yeah, so we're making big moves in 2026. And I just want to reiterate, guys, I'm fine. I can still eat. I'm fine. Things are just going to be quite a bit tighter than I'm comfortable with. But I want to reiterate, I'm fine. I just want to... You guys care a lot, which is great. I'm fine. If I'm not fine, I'm not sure I would tell you guys. I think I would just disappear. But yeah, I'm good. So don't worry about that. Let's worry about making quality content and hope the channel accelerates this year. And that's that. You got your coffee? Yeah, well, my camera, I mean, none of my stuff is financed. So that is a big... Oh, the house is financed. I'm only human. But the big deal is none of my stuff is financed. And so all my stuff belongs to me. So there's that. So I don't have to worry about that. I can continue making YouTube videos. No matter what, I have access to my computer. I can continue to make YouTube videos. I live in the same city as my parents. So even if worst comes to worst, I have a support system. That's all good. I'm not doing it alone. My wife has way more earning potential than I do. You were very lucky to have paid off your house about 7 years back. Yeah, you were probably lucky, but yeah, oh, I'm sorry, MT. It breaks my heart to have stopped the podcast, but I mean, maybe I'll restart it, but I don't know if I can do it alone. You know what I mean? I'm really sorry, guys. If I had like 5x the viewership on the podcast, which is a lot, because the viewership doesn't show from the YouTube side, because a lot of the listeners are on audio devices only. But if I had like 5x, I could probably find a sponsor. But that doesn't change the fact that it is a shit ton of work. Like, it was a big stressor. And, you know, talking to myself and all that stuff. Anyways, we're doing nothing right now. So I'm going to get a coffee. I'm a little heartbroken about the podcast because someone yesterday commented on the first episode and said, keep doing the podcast. I'm really enjoying this, you know, cheers from Calgary. And it's like, oh, there's no more podcast. But anyways, we'll talk about it after. I'll be right back. I need more coffee and some sanity. Guess who's back? Back again. Dan is back. Tell your friends. Hoping I don't get copyright claimed over that one. These cells are not charging very quickly. 96%, 97%, 89%, 85%. Thank you very much. Thank you. For this, I might have to go to Arduino directly. So I don't know why it's not working. What else do I want to do? Like, this is, how long for this print? This gotta be done like very shortly, right? Oh, 5 minutes. Good. 5 minutes, pretty short. We got to test this. We're not going to record today that. We're going to record something else. Got to do the fried chicken test. Oh, we're good. 4 cups coffee now. Having tea. You may have a problem. So this is cup number 3 for me. But this is like half a liter. So, I mean, 6 traditional cups of coffee. So I do know I have a problem. Probably makes my anxiety issues worse as well. But what am I going to do? Here we go. Hi everybody. There we go. I read your message before I said it out loud, so I was able to follow the instructions. How's it going, Gerald? You missed the big reveal of what the mystery package was yesterday. Don't count how many teas you drink. 8th by now, though. Yeah. I wish I liked tea more, but tea is a very acquired taste. Has like a bitter taste. I think Bro's home. Let me just send her a message. There we go. Message sent. You've only been up 3 hours. What time I got up at 6:30, so very close. What was it you said? You said earlier, you said it's 11:11. It's 11:11 here at 6:30 a.m. What does that mean? 11C? Oh, got a message back. There we go. Relearn how to use a computer. Relearn how to use a computer. Interesting. Yeah, Franco, can you let us know what the winning lottery tickets, winning lottery numbers are? Please and thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, print is done. Okay, let's go grab it, but let's hope it doesn't explode. Oh, nope. Nope. There we go. Having wake-up issues, I see. Okay. Clear some emails. All right. Let's get this off the plate. Here it goes. And share the winnings? I'll share the winnings with you. Oh my god. The print failed. We ran out of filament. Shit. Uh-oh. So here's the piece, and that's peeling off, and extruder. I don't know what to do. There's no filament sticking out of the sensor. Huh. Now what, chicken butt? Oh, I have another roll of PLA Plus here. That is helpful. So, okay, I don't know if the machine will allow me to... So, okay, look, my mind is racing. Okay, so here's the problem, is that there's no, like, little end of filament to pull out the unused bit. And I just made it do a load sequence, so it can just spit the rest out of the nozzle. But I don't know if it will do that when it doesn't detect any filament. I don't know if I'm being clear. So it ran out, but there's enough in the tube. You know what I mean? Like the... Okay, so I'm feeding filament up the tube, and it's hitting the other filament. Okay, so that's the deal. So I'm feeding filament up the tube, it's smashing into the old filament, and now I guess I just have to feed it until it goes all the way through and grabs this new filament. Okay, has not grabbed my filament yet. Retry. I know I should be entertaining you guys. I'll make like hand gestures. Woo, I'm doing this. So I have to purge out all the filament that's in the tube. That's the problem. And they're like the compression fittings. Still hasn't grabbed it. Retry. I don't know how long I'll have to do this for. I'm just like blowing filament out the nozzle. Still hasn't grabbed it. So basically, and it Does your printer have a motor in the head? It's in the head, yeah. Get a glove puppet. Don't the British use Muppet as a insult? Not very nice, if you ask me. Okay, going for number 4 of trying to grab filament in. So basically what I'm thinking now is we're going to print... Oh, no, I still want to print the prototype. Okay, so we're going to print one, and we're going to work on trying to get the NRF24L01 working. It still hasn't grabbed my filament. Retry. How much freaking... How long is this tube? It's not that long. I feel like I pushed like 100 grams through here, but I know I didn't, but... Okay. Okay, it has grabbed my filament. Completed. Print history. Print. Okay. So, mostly in London. Okay. Okay. All right. So we've sent the print out. Now we have to do some troubleshooting. Let's see. So let's get a silly scope. This is plugged in. Here. How's this for audience participation? Let's do a poll. You guys have to vote in the poll. Poll. Is there a poll? Which scope do we use? Keysight, Uni-T, Rigol, I don't care. There we go. Start the poll so I can take a sip of coffee. Go to the shop this morning, but with all the snow and ice, you're not risking it. Plus, it's too cold. It's supposed to be warm soon here in Canada. Like this week. The Uni-T, the Keysight, the Uni-T. Vote, folks. Vote. Your vote matters. Rock the vote. Pokemon, go to the polls. Uni-T is winning. Uni-T is winning. So let me, where is, oh, it's right there. That was easy to find. I still haven't decided on which scope will be my forever scope. Ugh. Here's the Uni-T. It is a... What I like about the Uni-T and the Keysight, I mean, aside from the fact that they were sent for review, so that was nice, is that the UI is snappy, is fast. The Rigol is anything but. This has, whoa, I think this has feet on it. It does. That might be too high now. Yeah, it's too high. There, that's good. Whoa. I guess the Unity has won. Did you know the Keysight sponsored the channel before? 2 videos. 2 videos? 2 videos. Ah, those were good times. One, 2, 4. Okay, so that's good. Next, where is my PCB? I think I just buried it in oscilloscope. Nope. Oh, but I should probably move this out of the way. Oh, here it is. I buried it in coffee. There we go. So that's the oscilloscope. Is this plugged in? This is plugged in. Where does it go? Sorry, dude. Oh, off. On. There we go. This dummy is going to hold up the scope. Oh, there we go. He's doing his best. All right. Here is what our subject is. Let's turn on the scope. We do need a probe. Not 100p. That's what the kids say. Not 100% sure where my probes are, but I'm sure I can find them. I will find some probes. I don't know if I'll find all of the probes, or even the correct probes, but I do have some probes. You voted Unity and you don't want to be anonymous. Hey man, that's all up to you. It would be interesting to know why you voted Unity. I mean, it's a nice scope, don't get me wrong. But so is the Keysight. The Rigol. Why does it smell so bad? These leads, it smells like shoe store. I don't know if that makes any sense, but alas, that's what we get. Okay, let's pop her in there. We do need some power. This is the receiver. The transmitter, I don't know if it's the transmitter or the receiver the problem. so we might have to dig out the other one. Where'd you go? Oh, here it is. Oh, it doesn't have a pie on it anymore. Okay, whatever. Great. I have to put a pie on here. Because you like the brand. Fair enough, so do I. Okay, so... how do I do this? First and foremost, I want to scope the power. Well, we need to put a pie on this, no matter what. We need to put a pie on, and we need to make sure it works. So this will come off. This will go on. Okay, let's... yeah, pie first. Pie first. Let's not get distracted. Pie first. Oh my god. Avalanche. Avalanche. Oh my god. Can everything just stop being an avalanche for like 1 minute here? Stop. Stop. Okay. We're going to make sure we don't have like a fake chip. Let's program this pie to do something quick. Oh, we got end. Cell 4 is done. 100%. Cell 3 is done. Cell 1 and 2 are not. I'm gonna take these out, but I'm not gonna put new cells in. Oh, there we go. I'm not gonna put new cells in because I'm hoping they'll take a little bit more current, so I don't have to share the current. Okay, so let's do something simple on this. I want to confirm that the pie is functional first. Let's do that. Oh, that was a hiccup. Sorta. Grab my coffee. Oh my god. New update. Fine. Let's update the IDE. Can you like go away? Sure. Close and install. Anyone? God, I hope they didn't inshitify their IDE more than it is now. It's taking an awfully long time. Wow, how long does it take an IDE to install? Do I need finger puppets to keep you guys entertained? There we go. Finish. Hopefully it doesn't do a whole bunch of weird shit. Okay, install all. Let's install the board updates. So ESP32 is updating. Can always AB the Unity and one of the others. Yeah, that's a 2026 plan because I want an oscilloscope on my workbench here. And so that is part of the plan. I was thinking of buying a mini PC. Oh, what am I doing there? Here. So here's what I was thinking of doing. Grabbing a mini PC. Like N95, like cheap, like a couple $100, and running a USB scope so I can stream better, and plug all my tools via USB into that, and then I can just like screen grab it. But again, it's starting to become a lot of money. I spent sort of my whole budget for video making stuff. We'll have to see. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is taking forever. Unity USA. Unitrend US. So I have a 88. Oh my god. Ugh. 8805E. Yeah, no, thank you. 8805E. Oh, okay. Apparently they don't have that. Bench meters. Do they not have bench meters? Why is power meters? What? What is going on here? Bench meters. Benchtop DMMs. 8805E. Overview. DC, key features. Go away. Go away. Yeah. So I can connect it to USB. Yeah, good idea, Franco. So if I connect it to USB, then I'll be able to like record all my stuff through it. I have to do a video of like really using its better specs. That is still going. Is this still going? Okay. Install my libraries now. Because the thing is, this does current. Yeah. So I think, anyways, I think bench meters up in your shop, but might bring one over from your father's old house. You have a ridiculous. I think another maker sent me one. It's a little red one. I use it in my multimeter. Multimeter. Huh, my video fell out of favor. It's gone. There we go. So I use it. There it is. I believe this is a Harbor Freight giveaway meter. Huh, that's not even in 4K. Is this done? It's done. Good. Okay. New sketch. Okay. So let's start by Jesus Christ. I don't think I remember how to code. Thank you. Appreciate you saying that. The algorithm did agree for a little bit. It has a 1/3 of a million views. Okay, where was I? Here. All right. Oh, we need to declare our pins. I'm going to try to do this a little bit more. Arduino reference. Give me a second here. Screen. Okay, functions, bits and bytes, trigonometry, advanced IO, interrupts, times, random numbers, structure. Oh, wait, no, not that. Loop. For there we go. For int. Nope, for and then bracket int I equals 0. So that's initialization. Then condition and increment. I is smaller or equal to 15. And then I plus plus. And then we open the curly bracket. And then we go ooh, I don't know if I could do it like that. I'm gonna grab this. I'm learning to code, but I'm getting better, but I'm not there yet. So anyways, that goes like that. All right, so const int pin 0 equals 0, and then we can just redo this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? I think I can do it on a for loop. Hold on, I think I got this. 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, and 15. 15. If I do const int pin no, I don't know how to do strings. I have 2 of the mini PCs. Be happy to send you one. I'll never get to using them. Okay, first of all, that is very generous of you. But I think it'll cost you like $40 to ship it to me. It's going to be expensive. So here on Python, you would just go pin I equals I. But that doesn't work because you're declaring a variable. I don't know if I can do a for loop here. Let's ask Gemini. I am getting better at coding, so I kind of want to do this. So we call the... Look. Okay, so I've got 2 issues. One, I don't like you sending me a mini PC for nothing. So there's that. 2 is I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be powerful enough or have enough USBs or whatever for doing what I need to do. That being said, you're a grown adult. If you want to send it to me knowing that it may not fulfill exactly what I need, I would appreciate it. I also have a very hard time accepting gifts, as you can see. So I appreciate you. I'm already thankful that you had the thought of doing it. If there's no downside for you, then I would love it. How about that? Does that work? Oh, shit. Stop. Can I declare these in my Arduino sketch in the form of a for loop? Excuse me. I understand the syntax, but how can you use a for loop to declare pins? Like pin 0 would have to be represented by pin I somehow because I is our counter. Please explain the coding theory behind it. No, you cannot dynamically create variable names. Okay, you can in Python. Variable names are identifiers used by the compiler to assign memory addresses. Once your code is compiled and uploaded to Arduino, those names effectively disappear, replaced by a specific. Okay. Okay, fair. Solutions using an array. Instead of 16 individual variables, you can create an array. Then you can loop the index I to access the specific slot in the list. Sure, sounds good. I'm hoping, I mean, either way, I'll have use for it. Because even if it doesn't have enough bandwidth to run a Silly-Scope, I'll do other things with it. How do I put this? I had an idea to make a mini PC into a arcade gaming machine for a secondary channel, and I might do that first and then set up the lab. Like, I have things to do with a mini PC. So you can't declare them, but you int pins. Okay, this is too much coding theory for today, so we're not doing it. That's simple. Fizzle sticks. Is that it? Star, yeah. And okay, let's do it this way. Const int pins. That's an array. I'm trying to level up my coding here, folks. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and then in the void setup, take this, Control C, Control V. This is B16 because we started counting at 0. So if your mini PC can become if your mini PC can become a Steam Deck, that means it's a Ryzen mini PC, which means it's a little bit more expensive. These N95s are like the de facto standard. They're the cheaper ones. That's what my NAS is built off of. It's actually an N150, but I mean, it's just newer generation. But I would really like a Ryzen mini PC. So if that's what you have, I'm more excited. Because basically it just means it's an AMD system. Is this done, by the way? Almost. No, it is done. Okay, perfect. We're not there yet, but perfect either way. Okay, so for int I, so we will go pin mode, pins I, output. Oops. Isn't output supposed to be colored? I think that's functions, pin mode. No. So why is it not colored? Weird. Syntax highlighting. Syntax highlighting is supposed to be a thing. Anyways, okay, and now so now we do digital write pins I end up getting some Lenovo i7 ThinkCenters. Yeah, that's, I think for the moment, mini PCs are the way to go. Am I crazy? But Arduino doesn't do syntax highlighting anymore? They do this, but not the high and not the output. That's weird. Delay, let's say 250, and then digital write pins I low. Oh, that should be 16. Missing semicolon? Where? Oh, here? Yeah, true. That's missing. That's missing. In your setup, you wrote I, but 16 doesn't exist. Oh. So 15. Smaller than 16. Okay, I could do 15, that's fine. 15. Encoding, like 16. Yeah, that's fair. Size of, yeah, we use that in Python as well. And then instead of 16, you go pin count here. pin count, but now I need the different operator. I can't use the equals. No, that's fine. Okay. So, okay. Now, how does this look? Look at this code. It's much cleaner than what I used to do. Wait, what? You said that. Logically sound synthetically correct to ask about coding theory. Oh yeah, I don't need to know the why. Oh, this is our Raspberry Pi Pico. It's a what's it called again? RP2040 0, not an Arduino. Yeah. Oh, it says it'll work perfectly, and then it goes into explanations. I don't need the explanations. We're good. Okay. So that's good. So let's, oh, what am I doing here? Let's go upload this to the Pi Pico, and now we should be able to cycle through all of the channels. Just need to find somehow, some way to connect this via USB, which I'm going to need for power anyways. That's not a valid cable. Why is my life like this, where I can never find a damn USB cable? I'm going to use my crappy dollar store cable. Oh wait, is this USB-C? No, it's USB micro. Who does this? I can use my dollar store cable. Okay. Press the little button, the boot button. Although it's fresh, so it should boot right away. It booted. Good. Let's select. It's a Pi Pico. That's good. While this uploads, I'm going to go get my print, because what we can do is we can print another one if this one fits, and that'll be good for the video, because we are not recording anything at the moment. We have to figure out why the NRF doesn't work. So we are going to do things. So there it is. Ooh, this feels quite solid. Why did the other one feel more flexible than this? Is the other one PETG? That could be it. Maybe the other one was PETG. Okay, so the Arduino is done. All right, we have a couple things to do here. We do need to solder. We are getting stuff done, folks. Welcome to 2026. So that is good. I do want to see if these guys fit tightly into these holes. Yeah, they're going to fit tightly. I'm good with this design. So we can send another one off to print. So that's good. This is our pie. So let's send another one off to print. Start print. Start print. There we go. Printer will do its own thing. And all right, let's solder this up. I kind of want all the pins. Do I want all the pins? No, I don't. No, I'm not going to do all the pins. Just the pins we need. Okay, pop these guys in there. Wish you could pay more attention. First weekday back. Things to do. Yeah. Yeah, you've got what we would call importance. This shit I'm doing here, not important. All right, plug this bad boy in. Oh, this doesn't sit level on my desk. How are we on? Oh, we got 100% on this cell. Just have one cell lagging behind, and then we can put our other 4 cells in. You guys need to be able to see this. .350C on the soldering iron. Pardon my French on the burp there. That was my burping up my coffee. Okay. Pin 0, pin 8. We are doing stuff. Do you guys want like background music or something? Because all you guys can hear right now is like the hum of the HVAC and the 3D printer. Also, have you guys heard the mic squeal in the last little while? Since last stream and this stream? Because I have not. But sometimes I didn't hear it either. That's good. Franco, I'm here. Why are you, I'm not on break, am I? Did I leave for coffee? I've got to go get an 8-mile run-in. I'll email you after lunch. I assume you have a P.O. box. Yeah, P.O. box is in the description of my channel. Hold on a sec. If you go to my channel and you go to there, that's my P.O. box. But yeah, email me and we'll figure out the details. I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry I suck at accepting gifts. It's way better if it just shows up and it's a too bad, so sad, here you go. But yeah, I'm bad at that. I'm bad at taking compliments too. Oh my god. Frustrating. I'm bad at lots of these little things. There we go, you bastard. This is dangerous, soldering really close to my expensive ass Keysight leads. There we go. Okay, that's done. Now we'll let the iron cool so we can switch to putting these things in. But let's see if we have managed to make this function. We need a ground. So I'm kind of lazy when it comes to finding grounds, so I just kind of try to clip onto the USB itself. Let's see. So just kind of grab the case like that. And now we've got ourselves into a knot here. So now if I grab this and I hit the auto set, the auto set didn't quite grab it. Oh, you guys can't see. What a nub. So there it blows. So it did work. My code did work. I mean, Gemini said it would. When has Google ever lied, huh? And now, look, this has never been out of the twist tie. What's this probe even at? ×1. Yeah, it's not a very fast signal. Okay, and we're gonna plug into here. Come on, dummy, you're supposed to be holding this up. And we'll go ×1 on this, and we're gonna grab the signal directly next to it, and we're going to, the grounds should be linked, but I can grab a ground either way. Oh, is this not in? Okay, and we're gonna turn on channel. Why is this still wibbly wobbly? It's on something. That's sitting directly on the bench. That's sitting directly on the bench. I don't know. All right, channel 2. I'm going to scale that on it 1 volt per division. Should be roughly 250 milliseconds apart. So we want the, I'm going to drop the position. So here it goes. Yep. And let's trigger. Do I even have a trigger on? I don't see my trigger position. Am I dumb? Could be. Trigger. Shut the menu off. 400 millivolts. We'll trigger at like 3 volts. On the up and up. I mean, I guess I need to get out of roll mode. Anyways, there you go. Those pulses are about 3 hertz. Well, it's cycling through the whole thing. Here, let's do a single shot. Bing. Captured it. So, as you can see, now I am at, I'm really rusty. Is it, okay, 50 milliseconds per division. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions. That's 250 milliseconds between pulses. So that's working out perfect. So this is working absolutely perfectly. If I grab, if I run this, if I grab the signal on any of the other pins that we have active, they will still show up. Oh, need to flip this. Okay, they'll still show up. They'll be more gapped this time because they're more pins apart, but this Pi Pico is definitely functioning. It is definitely functioning. So that is exactly what we wanted. Even if we go 500 millivolts per division. So we see our big pulse there. Oh. Okay, what channel are we on? Channel 1, 500. Channel 2, 1 volt. Ah, that's why. There we go. So yeah, we've got our big pulses. They are definitely working. We're good to go. So, next thing is we need to have this. Let's see if we can get the NRF like demo code. There should be some demo code. We'll have to check our pin assignments. That's okay. We've got that written down. Definitely works. You're meeting with your company, other engineers, also listening to the stream. This is more interesting. I doubt that. I am not exactly Bobo the Clown here. We're just doing basic diagnostics. There we go. Okay. So let's get some code uploaded to this that we can check. Okay, so screen, all right. Sketch, no, file examples. Should be some NRF. I don't know if it's RF24. Custom libraries. RF24, here we go. What's the getting started? Let's go over here to the docs. So CE and CSN are GPIO 22. So that could be a problem. A new Rapstar cup of tea. Wow. So let's see here. I have a RP2040 0 board that I can't get working with NRF 24L01 plus. When I checked the docs, they have this chart. It might be hard to read, but it states that oh, wait. Is this Raspberry Pi or RP2040? Yeah, no, that's different. Okay. L01 plus. Is it possible that my custom pin assignments would be problematic? We send you over here because I have to open LibreOffice. Not a fan. Not a fan. Oh, need to open recent documents. I made a mistake. That should be TX. Uh-oh. Oh shit. I've been feeding this into the various AIs. Assuming that this was my blueprint. Wow. We may have... Huh. 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 Okay. All right. Single-use tea bags from the supermarket, Tesco. File. Export as PDF. Export. One note. PDF. Let me just upload. Huh. That will just take digital inputs on the transmit project. High, low, and low. Please use the pins I have set aside for potentiometers. And on the RX side, use the pins I had set aside for servos and just switch on and off LEDs based on the received values. I have provided a PDF that should explain pin assignments. Let me know if you need more clarity instead of assuming. Huh. We may have figured out our major problem. Oh, no, don't do that. Sorry, no. Please use Arduino C, as I don't have an IDE set up for MicroPython yet. Here we go. Well, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Okay, here's the transmit code. I'm going to copy this. New. And we're going to paste it in here. And we're going to boot our Raspberry Pi. I'm going to unplug it from the board while I code it, just in case it has a conniption. Things tend to have conniptions when I work on them. What is a conniption exactly? I remember this, the terminology, but I don't know what it actually means. Okay, and then we're gonna upload. No idea. What is a conniption? I don't even know how to spell it. A conniption. Conniption. A fit of anger or panic. A conniption fit. A fit of laughing. Convulsion.
Conniption.
Oh, that was loud. I'm so sorry.
Conniption.
That was better, I think. Okay. So we should be good now. I'm going to unplug this. Oh, also, we're going to cycle our cells here. So, put new cells. Wasn't loud at all. Oh, okay. Good. Okay, so these are going to start charging. Now, we have ourselves some USB here. We will check. We'll turn off channel 2. Gone. Back to channel 1. Okay, and we're going to check. I think this is ground. Sure looks like it. Nothing going on there. This is 3 volts. Okay. So this is good. There is no... that's horizontal position. Reset that. I'm going to trigger on here. So I'm not seeing any browning out. Like none whatsoever. The inside with the middle. Oh. So I'm shorting the pins. To send a signal, high or low. I'm not getting any browning out. Our voltage is good. That's good. I don't know which one is Mozzie, Mizo, or anything. So I don't know what I'm looking for here. Let's drop the trigger. Not capturing anything. Not capturing anything there. This one is high. This one is low. So I'm not seeing anything. Let me check the pinout. Okay. Let me check. I have to find a pinout. Okay. So ground VCC. So serial clock is pin 5. Okay, and pin 5 is this one. So this should give me a signal here. Oh, I can turn off 2. Back to 1. What is the scale it set me on? 500 nanoseconds. Like, is this really the clock? Frequency is 800 and like 2.4 kilohertz. I think that's more noise from my probing is not being done well. Mozzie and Mizo is 7 and 8. No. 6 and 7. No, I'm in the millivolts. There's no way. Come on. A clock will be... Like a clock frequency should show up. Okay, let's unplug. No, it really doesn't, doesn't it? I'm unplugged here. This is at 4 millivolts. What is going on? Something is weird here, folks. Clock should go between 0 and VCC. Yeah, I thought so. So the clock is pin 5. 1, 3, 5. This is the clock. And I know my probing is not the best, but I should get something. We're getting a max of 16 millivolts. There's no clock signal. Where is my serial clock set? SPI dot set serial clock 8. 8 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. There's nothing. Well, the ground is, I mean, it's on the USB ground. I can try to ground it. On the ground. Hang on. What side is ground here? Ground is full outside. So yeah, properly on the ground now. Are you using the correct probe? Yeah, so it's channel 1. Is anything happening? 0, 1. Like none of these. I'm getting nothing. Is the probe loaded down too much? Let's go probe 10x. That could be it. Let's hit the reset. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, there should be a continuous clock pulse, no? Here's the other question. Is the clock is coming from the Pi, right? The clock does not come from, the clock doesn't come from the NRF, it comes from the Pi. Reset. Okay. So we clearly have an issue. Also, the 3D printer finished. Oh, I won't put that in there. Okay. So I am testing the clock pulse, pin 8 on RP2040 0, and my scope shows no activity on pin 8. No clock pulse at all. Shouldn't the clock be always active? Not always be active. Okay, we can do single trigger. We can do that. This way. Okay. Let's see. So let's go a 800 millivolts per division. Let's trigger on a couple volts. Okay, and we'll go here. Oh, now I have the wrong probe in my hands. Okay, let's put this probe to the side. Okay, let's grab a ground. I want a good, hardy ground. Let's grab a ground. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in here. This is definitely on pin 8. Okay, I'll go single mode. It's ready. Reset the pi. It has not found anything yet. It's ready. Is there power to the board? Good question. Oh. Is there actually 4.8 volts? 6.4 volts? Hold on a sec. 1 volt per division. Okay, 3.3 volts. Okay, sorry, I was in the wrong mode. Okay, single shot capture. So it's ready. Hasn't done anything. I'm gonna go touch the 3 volt. Why did it not capture? Okay. So if I'm running. Oh, maybe my trigger is not correct now. Oh yeah, it's not correct. Whoopsie. Okay. Okay, trigger is now triggering. Pop it here. Single shot mode. Okay. Resetting. Not seeing anything. Not triggering on anything, so I will go to the 3.3 volt. It's not, why is it not capturing this? A single. So if I go run, like clearly that works. Triggered. That's auto. Single shot. Trigger is proper. It says ready in the upper corner, so it's ready. But then I go and hit the, oh there, okay. So it did capture when I moved, okay. Okay, so single shot again. It says ready. I'm not getting anything there. I will attempt it's just not working. Okay, let's do this differently. I'm going to unplug this completely. So now we're taking out the board of the equation. I'm going to pop on this cap. I'm going to grab, I want to make sure that's pin 8. That is indeed pin 8. It has to be pin 8. Okay. So we go single shot. Reset. There is nothing. Oh, single trigger stopped. When I took it off, it freaked out. Like, there's nothing. Haven't smoked anything. Okay, single shot again. Oh, I touched it. Ouch. Stabbed myself. Single shot again. Okay, we will grab the clock right from the NRF. So pin 5. So the square and then 2 higher. Oh, I triggered noise. So the thing is, it triggers on noise. If it triggers on noise, it should also trigger on... Oh, I slipped off. So I'm resetting the pi. Getting nothing. If I grab the 3 volt, it does work. So trigger. It's giving me nothing. Okay, let's probe the Mozzie and the Mizo. So here's the Mozzie. Nothing. Here's the Mizo. Nothing. I am so confused. Yeah, I'd also say it's not running. Ground. If my microcontroller has its own 3v3 regulator and the NRF is powered by a separate one, but the grounds are tied together, would that cause any issues? There's got to be a problem. Oops. There's got to be a problem. Yeah. The micro is running, but I am scoping the Mozzie, Mizo, and clock pins and get nothing, even on a single shot with 0.8 volts as the trigger. I get nothing out of the Pi, whether it is connected to the NRF or just by itself. Might be running out of thinking here. Good question. I don't know. Boards? RP2040. I have both installed. GP16. Don't know what GP16 has to do with any of this. GP 14, 15, 16 is not exposed. Look, I managed to trigger it with my finger. So that's not exposed. Let's run the dead simple. You know what? Let's not run the dead simple. Let's change the code. Might be the eternal clock. I think GP16 is exposed on the back. Oh, I don't know. The pads are too hard to reach. Anyways, let's put this in boot mode. I just want to check if I switch to the Arduino embedded. Maybe that'll work better. Oh. Other board. 2040. So let's see if we can find the wave share. That didn't, yeah, there, okay. Maybe this is it. Maybe I need to use the wave share. Not this one. What am I doing? This one. So change this, select another board and port, wave share. RP2040. It's 0, right? This one. Okay. So let's upload this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's check it out now. Funk Soul Brothers right about now. Let's start the process again. Excuse me, dummy. Okay, we're going to do single shot still. Mess of cables. Get back under there. here goes. So, go here. Are we still in the single shot? Yeah, we're in single shot. Single, ready. And reset. Okay, still nothing. Pot is down here. 3v3 is on the inside. Single trigger stop. Okay, it's ready. So I'm cycling high to low. I'm getting nothing. Okay, so that's not the solution. So let's go for the bare minimum setup. Okay, so that isn't working. So we need a bare bones setup. So here it is on the screen. Oops, that's not what we wanted. This is the bare bones. All right, giver. Now we need to scope GP 3, 4, 8, 6. And we want to probe on CSN. So trigger at 1.5. Here, I'll just zoom that in. Okay. Okay, so that's done. So I need the grabber back in. So we are probing. Oh no. Everything good, Gerald? Okay, channel 1 connected to GP4. Okay, I don't have the ground, so that looks dramatic, but it's not that bad. Okay, we're going to run this. It's fine. Now we want to catch 1.5 volts. 1.5 volts. And then we want to catch the falling edge. Oops. Edge. Slope. Fall. And 50 microseconds. All right, so that's set up. So we go a single capture. Resetting the board. nothing. We're getting absolutely nothing. GP4, 0. Oh, wait, we're 1 GP off. Resetting the board. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's GP4. So it seems like, here I'll reset it by the other end. It seems like we're not getting anything. Okay, one more thing I want to check. Trigger menu, source is channel 1. So I don't know what else to do. Are these Raspberry Pi boards just no good? Okay, the Earl Philhauer, how do I get nothing on GP4 using the settings you recommended. GP16 is not exposed on this board. How do I check which core I'm using? They are both installed. Okay, let's see if this will do a square wave on the scope. So this will make sure we didn't fry the board. I'll have to put it in boot mode. Oh. Let's put this Bad Mama Jama into boot mode. Have trouble doing that. Boot. There we go. Okay. So it's in boot mode. We're going to upload this. Oh. This doesn't make any sense. Why would this? This code, it looks exactly like yours. Ah, yeah, probably did that. It was your ghost character. Why does Gemini do that and Claude GPT does not? It didn't answer my question. Anyways, let's see if now we go single shot. Oh, it's running. So it worked. We have signal, so we can cycle it. That's good to know. So the pie is not borked. Okay. Okay, we're going to go GP8. I'm going to upload this. Going to probe GP8 this time. Okay. Oh, you guys aren't on screen. Okay, so we're going to go GP8. We're going to activate single shot mode. It is ready. We're going to unplug. We're going to plug. We got something. Nothing this time. Reset. Nothing on the reset. Okay. Okay, we can work with this. We can still work with this. Pop this on this. And plug on here. Plug on here. Our clock pin. We're still ready to trigger. Okay, on our clock pin, disconnect the USB. Plug it back in. We're not getting anything. Welcome back. We're not getting anything at all. Oh, I touched this and we got something. Back to single. Resetting. It's not working. That wasn't the clock. That was just a high-low, high-low, high-low via the SPI. So that was not via the SPI, sorry. So we're getting nothing. No clock. No clock. No clock on GP8 at all. Dead. To ignore the hardware SPI. All right, I like this. Okay, let's grab this. We are, I hope you know, proof the board was working yet. I hope you know how much I hate doing this. But this is necessary. I hate troubleshooting so much. Okay, upload. Okay, that's done. We are now probing GPIO 8. For a clock. Let's go let it run. We've got nothing on GPIO 8. Now they said to check 18, but I don't even know where 18 would be. Let's do a single shot while I check where GPIO 18 is, but it's not working. It with a NAMA. I'm not sure what you just wrote. So you guys tell me if the single shot comes up here. Waveshare RP 2040 0. Get out. I'm looking for GP18 images. GP18. Open image in new tab. 18, second from the bottom on the back side. Second from the bottom on the back side. Okay, disconnect this. Yeah, we triggered it. But that's okay, that's all right. Give me something that you gonna like. Okay, let's probe 18. That's running. That is pin 18. It is not working. do a single shot. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. Nope, no clock. Okay, no clock on 18 nor 8. No clock on 18 or 8. Just gotta make doubly sure. GP 8, yeah. Okay. Sure, whatever you say, dude. At this point, I'm just doing whatever I can. So it says to switch to SPI 0, or SPI 1 instead of 0. Boot. There we go again, on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. We're going to upload this. Are you alright, Gerald? Are you sick? Is that what's happening? You have like a cold? Errors. Whatever you say, dude. Paste. Upload. You think you've got it now? Okay, good. Getting a little worried. Okay, here goes again. God damn. Okay, so again, we are going to try to probe. I just triggered. Single shot of pin 8. We're going to reset. Obviously, there. Oh shit! You guys can't see. Let's do that. Nothing. I'm going to power off and power back on. Professional YouTuber, ladies and gentlemen. Still nothing. Still nothing on GP 8. Can you just make a version that doesn't have libraries? It just bangs the SPI and the NRF stuff. Thank you. On the side header, the fourth pin down from the USB-C connector on the left side. No, it isn't. It's there. GP8. Oh, do I need to put it in boot mode? Pop into single shot mode. Ugh. All right, Giver. We're doing full bit banging. No, never ever got a single NRF24L01 to work, ever. You think I should just go to Arduino Uno? Try with official hardware? I mean, we're at that point. Okay, the scope has captured something, but I'm oh my God, it's capturing something every time now. Oh my God. It needed bit banging. Okay, let me unplug this. Let me not be stupid here. I have to remake these boards. At some point, I assume PCBWay will be pissed off that I keep wasting their boards on making shitty-ass projects. But until then... It says ready. Not getting anything. Tried GPIO 8. Okay, GPIO 8 does work. If I just run. It is working. Oh yeah, it's actively working. Let's move the trigger forward. So it's actively triggering. The NRF is not... Got something going on here. This is... Give me a second. Hey, Locke. Yeah, maybe I should switch to live. I just want that to be the default. Can I just not default things? Let me see here. So 6 is Mozzie. So here's the Mozzie signal. That's the Mozzie. 7 is miso, like the soup. Not getting anything on miso. This is the clock. Nothing on the clock. Just, oh, I hit something else. So I'm getting nothing on the clock. Nope. Let's just have it run. I'm getting, this is on 3 CE. This is the 3v3. This is the ground. So again, I'm not getting any like fluctuations here. That's good. Something shorted on the daughter board. So that is a valid question. And by that I mean, how dare you doubt my PCB skills? And by that I mean, that's a valid question. I mean, let's unplug this and let's check it out now. Funk Soul Brothers right about now. Funk Soul Brothers. Okay, so should be continuity between pin 8 well, ruh-roh. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this logically. Let's check the power and grounds based on what I have here. Okay, so ground is pin 1. So this and this, that should be connected. Yeah, but not to here. No, there's like 500 ohms between them. That's good to know. This should be... Should the antenna be grounded? That's weird. Okay, anyways. Pin 8, that's here, should be... No, pin 8 active to here. So pin 8 to 8 is good. So it's getting to the board. Looks like I have... It looks like I have pin 7. It looks like pin 7 is going to the NRFs. GP. Wait. It's pin 7. What did I put here? It's been pin 7. It's always been pin 7. I didn't even use GP8. Oh my god, you guys can't see. Look. Pin 7. Down here. Pin 7. Pin 7. Why do you think it's pin 8? It's I don't even know what to say. We just went down hours of diagnostics. Hours. Yeah. I really need to use the little boys' room too. Hours we spent. Hours. Hours we spent. Hours. I don't even care if it blows up anymore. There we go. Reset this. Let's pop it into the holder. Still doesn't work. Okay, so the rest was true. We just need to bit bang it. Honestly, if we can bit bang it and it works, I will be thrilled, like beyond thrilled, like you have no idea. But I don't think that I can continue this. I'm just going to go grab the thingy, the case that printed. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the heat sets into the case, and then we are going to call it a day. It was against my better judgment. I thought, let's not do bit banging. I was like, if we don't do bit banging, then it'll be better because people will be able to use the code and make modifications. But that was dumb. Why was it dumb? Add an SH. To start your preview. Oh, shit happens. Yes. Very much so. Hours. Hours. This is why I'm learning to code, by the way. So that I will not be beholden to robots. At least not as much. I am improving. My profile is still public. You guys can still go see it. I am doing my darnest to learn as many concepts as I can. I will eventually, I don't think I'll be a coding expert until I, when and if I get a job in coding. But I will be far better than what I am now. That is the goal. That is the goal. So now I will redo pin assignments in a simpler format. I've learned now, don't use a table. Table is good for humans, not good for robots. So I won't use a table anymore. I will make pin assignments. Also, this whirring of this fan is really bothering me. So I will make pin assignments clear, and the robot will respect my authority. The noise is not gone. Oh, that's way better. By the way, anybody hear the high-pitched whine today? I mean, aside from my personal whining. I think I've got that solved. I will still make a linear regulator for it. But I think for the moment, until the parts arrive, I think I've got it solved. No whine from the mic. Awesome. I need ITT in here. Stat. She'll tell us. There we go. These cool, they should be very difficult to pull out, and that's the goal. Looks like a neat little board. A little bit of some weirdness on where I decided to put this seam. I think you can tune that in the slicer. But here we go. That's our little box. So we'll be able to make this video. So the plan is tomorrow. I don't work until next week. So the plan is to keep making videos. I still need to edit. I'm so sorry I haven't gotten to it. I'm going to edit at some point the Unity video. I'm going to try to get more of them on Patreon. There we go. Can we move his little... There we go. So the robot... Oh. His hand is in a fist, so if you don't put his hand in the correct spot, it looks like he's doing something very lewd. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, naughty robot. Apologies if I'm lagging on editing, but should get some editing done today. Got to do a little bit of cleaning up in the house. I have some obligations pretty soon to get to. There was sort of like a family crisis yesterday, so I'll have to try to edit ahead of time so I can get ahead, so I can attend to family matters. So yeah, for now though, I think this is it for me. I plan on streaming tomorrow. I plan on streaming every single day until I work. My goal is to literally stream every single day that I do not work as a mechanic. So that's the goal. It may not happen. I may need some mental health breaks or whatever, but that's the plan. I will be trying to be pumping out content, but as you can see, it's not that easy sometimes. But anyways, I will probably wait for my refresh on the thinking model on Gemini and ask it to bitbang my project, and we'll see where we go from there. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you all, and I will catch you in the next one, hopefully tomorrow morning. Bye.